I'm Cindy from The Upcoming. How are you?
Good, I'm very good.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Cindy.
How are you?
Good, thank you. So, what made you want to get involved in this documentary?
You know, André Leontali has been a figure that's been in so many documentaries, including one that I directed, The First Monday in May. Josh also has produced several films that have André in them. He's sort of a perennial commentator on others. And I think Kate Novak, the director, and we both sort of had this light bulb moment where we thought, how come there's never been the spotlight just on André himself? And so this film was an opportunity to really let him tell his own story. Like, he's sort of been the Boswell of so many others, and here he could sort of unfold his own life's journey.
Is there anything is there a part or something in the documentary that people might be surprised to learn or know about without spoiling anything?
I would say that what you see on his performances in other documentaries, where, as Andrew mentioned, he's sort of like the side character who says the most incredibly funny thing, and you sort of remember him almost more than anyone else. Like, what you then see is like the human side, you see the emotional side, so you get the whole picture. You get all those great reactions, funny quips, like why he's always sort of like the life of the party, but then you also get this incredible emotion and deep like meaning of him as just a human being, and what motivates him and the struggles he's been through. So you get a very complete picture of him.
And what do you hope the audience, well, I guess that's what you hope the audience takes away from it, right? It's just like the overall, like,
Will fall in love with them. You know, it's like you already think of him as almost like this, I don't know, it's almost like you could almost think of him as a cartoon character. And after you see this movie, you see that part of his whole personality. He has that cartoon character, but he's also like an incredibly like smart, speaks 5 languages. He's like, studied in France. He's like a brilliant person. So I think people will come away like just falling in love with him.
Amazing to be back at Tribeca. Just 2 years ago, we were here with The First Monday in May at the same theater, and I'm not sure if André was actually in the audience or not. He certainly was a part of the rollout of the film later, but it really feels like a full circle because, I met André when we were making The First Monday in May. He really had this incredible analysis about fashion and the Costume Institute there, and that's really where the sort of light bulb came off that we should do a film about André himself. He's been in so many other films sort of commenting on others, and I'm so thrilled that Kate Novak was able to take this journey with André and make the film. It was very collaborative. André has been sort of orchestrating photo shoots for Vogue and for other publications for so many years that when it came to sort of telling his own story, I think that he let go enough to Kate to let her do her thing, but he always had ideas. And particularly when we were shooting at his grandmother's house in Durham, North Carolina, he has sort of appointed that house with such care and meticulousness that it was like being on a film set that he had designed. So it was like being in his little, what do you call it, the snow globe?
Oh yeah, snow globe.
Like the André Leontali snow globe, and getting to live inside of that and find a cool sort of angle on how to tell that story. I mean, I think André is one of the quintessential American success stories. He comes from the Jim Crow South, very humble beginnings, fought through prejudice in many ways to get a position in fashion that is, even to this day, but certainly when he started, predominantly white. And he has blazed a trail that is completely singular in his own voice. And I think many people who come to see him in Q&As and in other engagements, they are just like magnetically drawn to him, and they want a piece of this magic that he has. And so hopefully the film gives you a little bit of joy and a little bit of a sense of why he matters. Absolutely. I mean, I think we live in such a troubled and fraught moment where identity is at the core of so many questions, and André has a very unique way of owning his background. And it's, he says in the film, you don't go around and say, I'm black and I'm proud, but you just sort of say it silently. So in some senses, he's very conservative. He's sort of a different generation as it comes to sort of conversations about race, and yet he's really a leader in that field and has inspired so many. And also as a gay man, I think that he has a lot to say to others who feel like they're facing many obstacles, but again, in a way that's his very own unique path. So it's refreshing to take a journey with somebody who's coming at these questions, straddling the old and the new. Well, I mean, premiering the film in New York with Tribeca is the most incredible thing because André is New York, Tribeca is New York, and the two of them together are this like incredible marriage of superstar personalities and excellence. Yes, we saw the Mapplethorpe film, which was awesome. Andy Timoner, good friend who made that. It's another just incredible story of a cultural pioneer, and we loved it.